Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I will be giving you my round 13 NRL tips 2023. Last week I managed to only get 4 out of 8 correct. Last week was a disaster for tipping, honestly. A lot of games didn't go my way, honestly. Like the Bunnies, for example. I'll get into that when I get to them. But no, such a horrible last week for tipping. But I'm hoping we can hopefully get 5 out of 5. Still need a perfect round, even though I don't think that will technically count. But this will be the first Origin affected round of the year, and 7 teams. This will be the first time that 7 teams have had a bye all in the one round. So, without further ado, let's get into the tipping video and let's see how the teams will do that are Origin affected. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. And the first game to kick off, round 13, takes place on the Thursday night, kicking off at 7:50 PM between the Dolphins and St George Illawarra Dragons at KO Stadium. Dolphins are coming off a loss against Melbourne last week, losing 24-16, while the Dragons are coming off a 2-point win, pretty much a last 10-second win, going over to score a try to beat the Roosters 24-22. Thank you, Dragons. I know I tipped the Roosters, but thank you. Fuck the Roosters. I'll take a Roosters loss anytime. But this will be Origin affected, like I said. So for the Dragons, they've only got the captain Ben Hunt out for Origin, and for the Dolphins, they've got Tom Gilbert, and more importantly, Hamasai Tabuai-Fidow, their fullback. So both teams have got one great player out, but it will be interesting to see how it goes. These two have already met earlier in the year, back in round 5, where the Dragons demolished them in Wollongong 38-12 back in round 5. But this is going to be a totally different game. So, so for this game, because Ben Hunt's not playing, I will back the Dolphins to win 1-12. I say the Dolphins winning by 10 points with a scoreline of 28-18. The only Friday fixture kicking off at 8 PM is between the Parramatta Eels and the North Queensland Cowboys, taking place at CommBank Stadium. The Eels are coming off a bit of an upset win over my boys the Bunnies last week at Allianz Stadium, winning 36-16. While the Cowboys, oh boy, they were humiliated, losing to the West Tigers in potentially their final game at Leichhardt Oval against the West Tigers, losing 66-18. My God, that was a shocking result. It should be an interesting game, this one. Normally, when a team loses very huge, like by 40 points or more, they normally tend to win the following week. And Para usually don't back up a win don't normally back up after a huge win, but we'll wait to see what happens. Anyways, in the past 10 encounters, it has been 5 games each apiece, with Parramatta winning 3 of the last 4 encounters. This will also be the second time these two will clash at CommBank Stadium. The last time these two played at CommBank, it was known as Bankwest back in 2020, during the worst year ever in the 21st century, where Parramatta won 42 points to 4. So this game can go either way, honestly. But I will play it safe. I will back Parramatta to win 1-12. I don't think it will be a blowout. I'll be surprised if it's another blowout for the Eels, if they can flog the Cowboys. I'll go to Eels to win by 8 with a scoreline of, I'm going to go 22-14. Eels win 1-12. The first of 2 Saturday fixtures, the first one kicking off at 5:30 PM here in New South Wales, 7:30 over there in New Zealand, is between the New Zealand Warriors and the Brisbane Broncos, taking place at McLean Park over there in Napier on the North Island of New Zealand. The Broncos are coming off a loss against Penrith last week, losing 15 points to 4 at Suncorp Stadium. While the Warriors enjoyed the bye, and their previous game was against the Bulldogs, snapping a 3-game losing streak for the season. The Warriors go on to win 24-12. Well-deserved victory for the Wars. Also, the Broncos are one of the more affected Origin affected teams. They have 5 players out for Origin, I believe. So they got Reece Walsh, Selwyn Cobbo, they got Valentine Holmes, Patrick Carrigan, all for Queensland, and they got Payne Haas for New South Wales. Adam Reynolds is expected to return after missing last week's game due to a HIA and a problem with his neck, but he should be able to line up this week when they take on the Warriors. In the past 10 encounters between these two, the Warriors have won 5, the Broncos have won 4, and there has not been more than 2 in a row wins since 2016, with the Warriors winning 2016 and 17. And you throw a draw in as well, they make it 18 all with a draw. So it's been pretty even between these two. Now, I would go for the Broncos if they were not Origin affected, but because it's in New Zealand, up the Wars, I'm going the Warriors to win 1-12. I'll go the Warriors to win by 8 with a scoreline. I think it's going to be high scoring. I'm going to go 34-26. Up the Wars. Let's go Warriors. And the final Saturday fixture, kicking off at 7:35 p.m, is between at Accor Stadium. It's between my boys, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and the Canberra Raiders. Oh boy, Raiders coming off a disappointing loss against Manly. Shocking result as well. I believe it was 42-18 the result. Can't say anything better with the Bunnies. We're coming off a 20-point loss against the Eels. Shocking result it was. I was not happy while being at the game that night. We lost 36-16 to a team that we should have beaten, but I guess we were just too overconfident for that game. Yeah, 42-14. Raiders lost that game against Manly. So both teams are coming off big, huge losses. Also, Rabbitohs are also an Origin affected team. We have 3 players out. Jai Arrow for Queensland, and we got Latrell Mitchell and our captain Cameron Murray. So I expect to not be. So I think we're going to have an ordinary game this one. And also Canberra Raiders also have the New South Wales debuting Hudson Young playing. So Raiders have a better full strength side than the Bunnies. And also Jack Whiteson has signed with us from next year, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes against us on Saturday night. I will also be attending this game. This will be my final game I'm attending for a couple of weeks. So I'll be doing I'll be doing a vlog as well for it. So stay tuned for that. In the past 10 encounters between these clubs, Raiders have won 7 of the past 10, which includes winning 4 of the past 6 against the Bunnies. This will also be the first time the Rabbitohs and Raiders will verse each other at Accor Stadium. The last time they played at Accor was back in 2017, where the Raiders won 32-18 in 2017, and the last time that the Bunnies won against the Raiders at Accor was back in 2013. So Raiders have been pretty much the better team in recent memory. But for this game, I will still back my boys to win. I'm not 100% confident with this game. I'll still back the Bunnies to win. I'll go to Rabbitohs to win by 4. I think this will be a close game. I'll go to Bunnies to win 22-18 by 4 points. And the final game to wrap up round 13 of the NRL is the only Sunday fixture, kicking off at 4 p.m. is at McDonald Jones Stadium, is between the Newcastle Knights and the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. Manly finally ending their losing ways, finally beating the Canberra Raiders 42 points to 14, while the Knights, after a big win over Gold Coast, they were beaten by 20 points against the Sharks up there at Coffs Harbour last week, 26 points to 6. Wow. Also, this is another affected team, Origin affected team, especially Manly. The only player out for the Knights for Origin is Tyson Frizzell for New South Wales. And Manly, Tommy Tavoyevich and the captain, Daly Cherry Evans, they're going to be massive outs. So it'll be interesting to see how Manly will go. And they don't normally have a good winning record with them out for Origin. Then the past 10 counts between these two. Newcastle have won 5 games. Manly have won 4, and the last time these two played, thrown in a draw, entertaining high-scoring game, 32-all, and that was the first NRL draw since 2020 between the Panthers and the Knights. So hopefully we don't get another draw for this game. For this game, this one is really tough to pick. I could pick the Knights because they're backing McDonald Jones, but Manly, I have a feeling I want to take the risk. For this game, I will take the risk. I will go Manly to win 1-12. Not confident though. I mean, Knights are back in front of their home crowd. They normally perform very well up there again when they're in Newcastle. But I will back Manly. I will take the risk. I'll go Manly to win 1-12. I'll see them winning by 6 with a scoreline. I think it's will be high scoring as well. I'll go 30-24. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes my round 13 NRL tipping video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below your tips, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We recently reached 1,000 subscribers last Thursday afternoon. I just want to say this will be the last time I'll be saying it anyway. Thank you guys so bloody much for 1,000 subscribers. Like I said, I could not have done it without you guys. I'm just glad we finally got it. This was also the first time I mentioned it in my NRL tipping video, because after the tipping video, that's when we got 1,000 on that Thursday last week. But once again, guys, thank you all so much who have subscribed, and we are on the way to 2,000 subscribers. Anyways, everyone, this will conclude the NRL round 13 tipping video. I'll see you all tomorrow for the Super League video, round 13 Super League tipping video. See you all in the next one.